guys, it's April. I have been asked to show you guys how to download and upload a font on a Mac. And I'm also going to show you how to use the characters and things like that. So I'm on fontbundles.net, and this inflatable flamingo is a free font. So I'm going to grab this font, and I'm on Google Chrome. It does act a little different, and I'm just going to save this to my desktop and save so that I can find it. But if you notice down here in the bottom left corner, you see Font Bundles right here in a zip folder. I'm just going to close that ad. I'm going to double click that, and it's going to unzip it. If you're in Safari, it will automatically do that, and I'm going to show you that as well. And once it has it unzipped, I'm going to go to Design Space here. And we're going to log in. And you guys may or may not be able to see where I put this on my desktop. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, so right here on my screen, you can't see the whole thing, but here's my Font Bundles folder where I downloaded it on my desktop. And when I clicked that in the bottom left corner, it unzipped it. So I'm just going to double click on the folder, and it's going to pop open this box right here. Well, I lost my box there. Let's see. Where did it go? There it is. And now I have it open. I am looking for the OTF font right here. OTF takes up less space. It's the new format. So if it's available, take that. If it's not available, the TTF is okay. So go ahead and take that. It really is just going to depend on which one you want. So I'm going with the OTF. And on a Mac, this box pops up when I double click it right here. And I'm going to install that font. Then my font book opens up, and there it is right here. It's installed. It's on my system. I can close that. I can close that. I'm done. So I'm going to come over here to Design Space and type in text, and I'm going to go up to my font toolbar, and I'm going to type in the inflatable. And no results, nothing there. And the reason being is because I had Design Space open when I began downloading my font. So I'm just going to open up a new window in Chrome here. I'm going to close that one out and go to Design Space. And I'm going to go to a new project. I'm going to go in and type in my text. If you have your file open that you're working in, just save it, close it out, come back. And I'm going to go up here and type in inflatable, and boom, there it is. And now I can change it. And you can see there's the font. And we have it. So it's that simple in Chrome. So now let me switch over to Safari, and I will show you how to do one there. Hey guys, I'm back, and I have my Design Space open, and I have dafont.com open. And I just wanted to show you, because Dafont's a very common site, there's a little hidden treasure. If you click on any of these font types, script or fancy or foreign or any of that, the bitmaps, the technos, when you do, this box right here opens up, and you can type in anything that you want to type in here. I have Crafting with April in there, and then just hit submit, and it's going to show you all the fonts in your text that you wrote in. So if you're trying to duplicate a font from a project, this is an easy way to do it. And then you can go in and start looking for fonts that you like, and it's going to change per page with you so that you can see these. Let me switch over to maybe a Groovy. Okay, those are pretty cool too. maybe a curly or a Western font. So if you know your type font, you can usually find and see your fonts. Not your fonts, but you can see your text in those fonts so that it will help you visualize what it's going to look like. And I'm just going to, this one looks playful. This is called Drift Type. I'm going to download it. And you notice that it went right up to that little arrow. And if I click on that little arrow, Drift Type right there. I'm going to double click it. And this is in Safari. There's a TTF, solid, and then there's the drift type here. So this one has a couple. There's no OTF, okay? So I'm going to get the TTF, not going to hurt anything. That's the solid font. And it's going to open this box, and I'm going to install. And there it is, right there. Put that in there. But I wanted that one that wasn't so solid, that was open, the one that I saw. You can install just one. You do not have to install both. I'm going to come down here and get this one, and you can see this is the open one. I'm going to click on that and install. And all those little boxes with the question marks means that there are no, in this free version, none of the things like you see here, there's no numbers, okay? Numbers are not supported in this font. Question mark is, your comma, your period, and your dash. Exclamation points. Any of those extra characters are not supported in this font. So that when you get those, when you're downloading a font and you open that up and you get this, that means there's unsupported characters, okay? They're not included in that font. That's what that is. So you're just going to close it out. Close out your font book, close that. We've already downloaded it, and I can clear that. Then we're going to go over to Design Space. And I'm going to go to a new project and type text. And again, let's see, that was called Drift. Nothing there. So if I go and I open up a new Design Space window, close the old one, go to a new project, type in some text, and you'll see that I've got lower and uppercase here. Some fonts don't have that. And I'm going to, there's my drift type, and boom. It's going to change it all to caps. But now I have my font. So that's how easy it is to do with your Macs. Now, as far as the extra characters go, let me just change this to the Samantha font because I know that that one is a huge one. And I have my text come in with the Samantha, maybe. My internet has been acting up. Yeah. Let me just start over. I'm in Safari, so I get the plugin error on my Safari Cricut Design Space. So it works better in Firefox. It's not having any issues. So there's my Samantha font. Hardly looks pretty and scripty, I know. Let me just, as a matter of fact, change that to there's my plugin error. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Cancel. Doesn't do any good to fix that, guys. They're working on it. I'm just going to shrink that down so we can see it. And stay on the page. So there it is, and it hardly looks pretty. So the first thing you're going to do is letter space and bring those down and bring them together until they're touching like they're supposed to, which that's starting to look pretty good. I'm not worried about these because we're going to fix that. I just want to get the whole of the word. Oops, that's my line space. Where it's supposed to be. That looks pretty good right there. So now I'm going to select and I'm going to advance and I'm going to ungroup to letters. I'm going to get those three. Actually, those are a little close. I'm going to spread those out. There we go. And that one's still, there we go. And I'm going to weld. You want to weld anytime your letters touch. And I am going to weld. I'm just going to set that to the side. Get those 3 and weld. This is just a little tutorial anyway on how to use your, in the real world, you're going to want to space these correctly. Don't want that W. Just weld. And see how that filled in? I'm glad that happened. You can undo. That means the tail of that other letter, and I can see it right there, is sticking into the center. Just going to have to space it out a little bit more, or you can make it really big and you can get rid of it that way. See, that one's too close now. So I'm going to undo. Undo. I'm going to back that one off a little bit. And weld. And now that one's fine. So now I have these, but I want fancier letters. I want the ones with the swirls and all of that on it. So I'm going to open up my font books. And it's like a little gray book with a big F on it, in case you guys don't know. And I'm going to search for my Samantha. And there's my Samantha. So I'm going to click on it. And when I do, all of my little extras pop up in here. And I'm going to size this down to 24 so you can see them. You can make them big, small, however you want to do that. And scroll in. And I want a nice fancy A. One that has all the little swirls and all that stuff on it. Here we go. Let's see. I want this one here. So I'm going to select it. I am going to Command C and copy it. I am going to go over to Cricut Design Space. And where I have that C, or any, you can have any text as long as you have the text Samantha selected. And I am going to paste. So now I have my big fancy A. Now I need a C and a W. And I would weld these together as well. So let's go ahead and weld those. And that takes care of that one. Now I need a C. And like I said, it doesn't matter. I just need a box that has something in it, and I have to have Samantha selected. And I'm going to go back over to my font book. And let's grab a C. There aren't a lot of the fancy C's. I did notice that in this one, like the D's there. I'm going to go down just a little bit further. Let's go ahead and get the W. But everything is in here, and I will show you down at the bottom. You will see even more. And there, we just picked this one. And I'm going to Command C, copy that. But if you scroll further past all of your letters, you'll see you've got all of these down here as well. Okay, you've got your lowercase. You've got, get way down here at the bottom. You've got some flourishes that are not with any letters. There we go. If I can get down there. There's a ton in this font, guys. And you can get the Samantha font on Mighty Deals. And there's a code. I will put that in the description as below as well. There's tons of stuff in this font. Here we go. So here's all your little extras. And these say like before. Let me blow that up so you can see it. You have like the medallions, just all sorts of stuff down here. Your numbers, RD, ST for third, fourth, fifth, all of that kind of stuff. You have the ands. Here's your flourishes. All of these are down here in these fonts. So if I wanted a flourish, I could just pick that. I'm not going to change that W. I just wanted you guys to see that whatever's in that box, I can change that. And then I can get that flourish. Okay, so that's how you do it. But you have to have some kind of text in there that shows that you have, I could even make that a C. You have to have some kind of text in that box with the selected font. If I had this set on a different font like Sesame Street and then I try to paste this in, see what happens? You have to have your Samantha font if you're pasting in a Samantha flourish or a Samantha character. So I hope that this helps you out and clears things up, shows you how to use the DaFont, shows you how to upload and download from either Chrome or Safari, and how to use them and bring them into Design Space. If you need any more help, please don't hesitate to message me, and I will see you guys on the next video.